So one quick thing that I want to tell you about is that I used a bag transfer company for my whole West Highland Way. The company that I used was called Baggage Freedom, and I cannot recommend them highly enough. The chap picks your bag up in the morning, then takes it on to the next place that you're heading to. There were no issues at all, and the bag was always there when I arrived at my end destination. The price paid was £65, and I think that's really good value for money. One other cool thing is you can get a West Highland Way passport. At various stages along the route you can collect stamps, and at the very end of your journey you can exchange your completed passport for a certificate to say that you've done the West Highland Way. So good morning from Scotland. It's day one of the West Highland Way. I nearly said day one of the Camino then, but no, day one of the West Highland Way. It's a 96-mile walk that goes from a town called Milngavie, which is just north of Glasgow, all the way up to Fort William. I'm really excited because it's autumn, it's October, and this part of Scotland is famed for its autumnal foliage, kind of in the same way that New England is. So I've got my camera with me, and I'm really hoping to get some nice photos to document this as I go, and it should take about 6 days. Joined by my good friend Alex again, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So one nice thing actually about today is that our good friend Gordon has joined us for part one of the walk. Being Scottish and this being his local Camino, as it were, he really wanted to come and join us and kind of, I guess, escort us to our first location. So that's really nice of him. Unfortunately, he can't do the whole West Highland Way with us, but it's good to have his company again for a day anyway. So we are 7 miles into today's walk, and we've just reached our first pit stop point of the day, topped up on some caffeine and a chocolate tiffin, so feeling re-energised now. Not a lot to report really. We've got 5 miles to go until we reach the end location for today, and it's just utterly gorgeous. Really lovely scenery, and it's exciting because it's only going to get better. So we just narrowly avoided a pickle there, where we're approaching Drimmen, which is where we're staying this evening, and there's a West Highland Way sign that points down some steps, and there's like a little brook, and it takes you up over a field. But if you went that way, you'd actually miss Drimmen and continue on the West Highland Way path, which is not what we want to do this evening. So luckily Gordon had the sense for us to check the map, and we've come back on ourselves now, and we're heading into the village of Drimmen now, because we could have gone horribly wrong just then. So that's the end of day one. Currently in Drimmen, where we're staying in the Clachan Inn, which is apparently the oldest licensed pub in the whole of Scotland. Booked into their restaurant at 7 o'clock for dinner this evening. About 4 hours of walking in total today, which was 12.8 miles in distance, which is about 20 kilometres. Really lovely walk, gorgeous scenery, lovely path, no troubles underfoot, and yeah, really happy to have gotten started, and even, you know, happier about the prospect of getting started again tomorrow and seeing some more beautiful Scottish scenery. Oh well, and there I was questioning whether we would get much of a view from up here, but my goodness, look at that, that is absolutely spectacular.